Good afternoon, everyone. Congrats on another awesome day. We absolutely crushed it today. Anyways, here is a quick recap on today and how we were able to predict this market squeeze into FOMC minutes using pretty much just the VIX and then identifying our levels on the S&P futures or the SPY. So, from our morning plan posted this morning, we said we still think VIX will fade to our 27, 25, 50, 25, 50 demand zone, which basically suggested that VIX would get crushed and then the market can run. So, with that being said, here's our morning projection. Posted this around VIX 2970. We were basically looking for a bounce up into supply and a fade down for a VIX crush and a market squeeze. So knowing this and knowing that our bias today was VIX could die, we found a beautiful level on the SPY. Let me find. All right, it's right there. Anyways, so here's another update today. We also noted this bear flag that was forming a VIX too, which gave us more confirmation. And then pre-Fed, we got long SPY, 531, 400 calls. We noticed that we formed a 2-hour demand zone at 393.20. This is basically where we were looking for a bounce, 393.20. So I'm going to go back to our chart here where I had sent the alert out. Let me close some of these notes. All right, so we got the long alert that I sent out right here, and I'm going to show you guys why, again, when I talk about market structure, how this is just so freaking powerful, because you're not guessing, you're actually allowing price to prove that buyers are in control. So when this demand zone formed right here, it was confirmed because, again, we had a break of structure. So right there, look at that high that was broken. Check it out. Notice how we break structure again, which I always emphasize about, because zones need to prove themselves. We need to see the zone prove itself, meaning that the zone must take out some kind of structure. So when we get this imbalance to form, look at what happens. We're not going to chase this breakout, right? Look at this fake out on the wick. Again, people who have their triggers, like, calls above 396 people, look at this. These guys who are trading calls above 396, look at what happens to them. Look at that nasty wick right here, right? So they manipulate price lower back into the origin of the level, or where they were accumulating, which is demand, which is where smart money, which is where we entered. So people who buy the breakout, again, they get bagged. They sell for a loss, and they're selling as smart money buys in demand, which is where we got long at. And then again, this level was proved because of the break of structure, which is right there, boom, higher high. You get the retrace into demand right there, where we just absolutely rip for 7 points. In hindsight, again, had this demand zone not taken out prior structure right here, I would not have sent the trade out, but it in fact did, so therefore it was a valid level. And let's go back to the VIX, and you can see from the flag that we noted, a beautiful breakdown of the bear flag, and VIX is getting crushed as we had expected. I've been pounding the table in this market run, and I'm telling you, just with VIX, you can trade anything. Just watching what volatility is doing. We're basically looking last week looking for a rejection on VIX here to fill out the triangle, and that's where we're seeing, guys. We're getting the pressure down, which is resulting in a market squeeze. And I think possibly tomorrow, maybe VIX hits this demand zone, and I'm going to look to possibly short the market. Great risk to reward, because the triangle is voided below this low right here. If it holds, I think bulls are in trouble, and I think the market is going to flush. And again, going back to our SPY chart, because I love to see levels align with VIX, I would love to see one more exhaustion gap up, and I would love to see the market push up into this level here, which is daily supply 402.60 to 407, let's call it that. I like this level because this level of demand, as I always talk about structure, this imbalance took out this low. So this low at 385.20. This was taken out by this structure. So I'd love to see a three-wave move up into the supply zone and possibly look for shorts out of here, which I believe should get VIX into our demand zone. And if those two are in line, it's a pretty high probable trade. So let's see what happens into tomorrow. Look at this low volume run up, guys. Low volume run up. I'm not buying this for the long term, just trading it. I think the market is in trouble if we reject this supply zone, forming a lower high below 409.